Mic check, 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 check. I'm good there.
For Citizens Christian Academy, Patriots,
Where are you
number
going?
12,
Where are you going?
Brylan Waldron,
Hey.
number 20, Cadence Cravey,
And we're live here at Vidalia Heritage in Vidalia, and they're going over the starting
number 5,
lineups.
Emma Gorley,
I'll go ahead and give us ours.
number 10, Emmy Lowry,
I'll wait till the announcer gets done calling. I'll call
number
out our starting
14,
lineups and
Maddie
positions,
Rucker,
and we'll be ready for first pitch right here at Vidalia.
number 16, Gracie Giddens, number 7, Abra Harris,
That's Abra Harris, by the way, not Abra.
number 3, Peyton Harper, and number 15, Arabelle Roberts.
And that'll do it on the announcing
Head
for
coach Jeremy Corum,
for our
assistant coaches Gene Waldron and Stephen Giddens.
Okay, so starting at catcher is number 12, Brylan
And
Waldron.
now
At
for
second
your
base,
starting
Cadence
lineup for the
Cravey. At
Lady
shortstop,
Eagles
Emma
of
Gorley.
Vidalia Heritage
Third base,
Academy.
Emmy Lowry. First base, Maddie Rooker. In right field, Gracie Giddens. In left field, Abra Harris. And pitching, Peyton Harper and Arabelle in center.
Number 11, Zoe Caraballo.
That'll be Zoe Carabello for
Number
them.
8, Julia Thompson.
Number 8, Julia Thompson.
Number 22, Libby Clark.
That'd be number 22, Libby Clark. Number 9, Maddie Reiner. Number 27,
Number
C.K.
9,
Hamilton.
Maddie Reiner.
Number 18, Miranda Morgan. Number 7, Allison McLean. Number 3, Emma Neal. And number 4, S.G. Todd.
C.K. Hamilton. Number 18, Miranda Morgan. Number 7, Allison McLean. Number 3, Emma Neal. Number 4, Sarah Grace Todd. And number 10, Savannah Hill.
And that'll do it for your starting lineups. We'll go
the
over.
Lady Eagles are coached today by Jason Clark, Beth Wiggins, and Joni Hamilton. All right, let us pray. Heavenly Father, we are grateful for this beautiful day that you have blessed us with. Lord, we thank you for all of the fans the players, the coaches, the officials, and for everybody who's here today. Thank you, Father, that you go before us and you prepare the way. We ask you, Lord, that you protect these young women and that you keep them safe as they play softball today. We pray that we will each one glorify you with everything that we say and all that we do. Father, we're so grateful for all that you've done for us and your love for us. I lift up each and every one here and pray right now that we would just be your people. In Jesus' name, amen.
And we'll rise for the playing of the national anthem. We'll be back here live on your Patriots Sports Network. And that'll do it. That'll be your national anthem. And we get ready for first pitch right here in Vidalia, Georgia. It'll be the CCA Lady Patriots versus the Lady Eagles.
Concession stand for cold drink
as a region contest, the Patriots are 1-0 in the series against the Eagles. We beat them 19-1 at our place and hope to carry that over to their place. As we watch both teams warm up, we'll take a break, and when we come back live, it'll be first pitch right here on your Patriots Sports Network. And we're live back here in Vidalia, Georgia. Here is the first pitch as Brylan Waldron will step into the box here. She'll face, let's see here, number 3, Neal. Okay, Neal will take the rubber. And as Brylan gets her sign from the coach, we'll get started as we're missing Coach Pop. He is on a business trip, and Coach Stephen Giddens is at third today. So interesting here. Stephen's one of those guys that likes to run as well. Here's the first pitch to Waldron, and that ball's low in the dirt for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes here to Brylan Waldron. I'm trying to pull up the YouTube as well so I can see what's going on here. And Waldron will take ball 2 high. And Waldron's got 2 balls, no strikes here. And there's a drive over the second baseman's head. It's going to fall down for a hit, and Brylan Waldron will be on base with a leadoff single, and that'll bring up number 20, Cadence Cravey, and she's number 20 today. She wears 33 on other jerseys and wears 20 only on the gray jersey. So if you're looking for Cadence's real number, and I've got to figure out how to turn my volume off on here. I'm going to give that to video producer Ryan Carr. Can you please turn that volume off for me on here? So Cadence will come in with Brylan at first. Nobody out. We got speed on the bases. You got speed at the plate. If I'm Coach Corum, I'm dialing up probably a steal right here on the first pitch. And, yes, he does, and Waldron will take it easy, and that'll be a stolen base for Brylan Waldron. And video producer Ryan Carr has got me set up here, so I can watch the game here as well as you guys. So here's the second pitch to Cravey. That ball's high. 2 balls, no strikes here to Cadence Cravey. And you've seen Brylan fall into a 2-0 hole here and way ahead in the count. She swung 2-0, so it's a good count to hit in. But Cadence will take ball 3 high. Waldron at second base. 3 balls, no strikes here to Cadence Cravey. And here's the pitch. Ball high, ball 4. So that'll be a walk for Cadence Cravey, and that'll bring up the dangerous shortstop, number 5, Emma Gorley. Our middle school won big today, 17-3. That'll bring up Emma Gorley here. So big shout out to our middle school. And here's the pitch to Gorley. She swings. That ball's hit into right field. Going to be caught by the right fielder. Waldron may get doubled off. No, she's back on an overthrow. Good play by the right fielder in the sun to make that catch and fire behind the runner. Just an overthrow, so Brylan was back safe. And that'll bring up Emmy Lowry, one of the hottest kids on the planet right now at the plate. Hitting well over 700 on the season. She has made her presence known as a Lady Patriot. She's moved up into the 4-hole and been there a couple games now. You got some serious power between Gorley and Lowry in the 3 and 4 hole. Here's the pitch. Ball's caught a strike right down the middle, and that was a good pitch. The catcher kind of got under it a little bit, but that is a strike right down the pipe. So 0-1 count here to Lowry. Winds, and here's the pitch. Lowry's well ahead of that ball, and it's going to die, but it's going to be fair. But Brylan's going to be out at third, and we got tangled up in the base pads here. So our Patriots will advance to second and third, but with 2 outs, the Patriots have made some bad base running decisions right here. You got to be paying attention to what's going on here, and I'm sure Coach Corum's going to give them an earful coming into the dugout. That'll bring up Maddie Rooker, the first baseman here. Maddie swings a very good bat as well for this Patriot offense. Here's the pitch. Ball high. And Lowry way ahead of that pitch, pops it up to the third baseman. Third baseman dives, falls off her glove, and we're thinking a foul ball here, and Brylan got called up. So 2 balls, no strikes here to Maddie Rooker. You hate to lose an out on base running. And here's the pitch. Rooker hits that into center field. That ball is going to drop. That'll score 2. There comes Cadence. Here comes Lowry, and that's 2-0 lead for the Lady Patriots right here in the top of the first inning with junior pitcher Gracie Giddens coming up. Gracie is playing right field today. Jeremy's switching things up here. Coach Corum likes to switch things up, and if you're in the position that Jeremy's in, you've got athletes that can play anywhere, and that's something we've lacked over the few years of this program. And he's very excited, and that ball that'll hit Gracie, and she'll take her base, and that'll bring up Abra Harris. Some people call her Big A. Some people call her Lish. I call her Big A. That's my niece, and I can say that on the air. I'm not ashamed to say that. So Abra Harris comes up with runners at first and second with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Ball low in the dirt, and they'll advance with no throw. So we have runners in scoring position at second and third. And Abra Harris to the plate. One thing about Abra last year that we could always count on, if there was runners in scoring position, she always came through in the clutch. Can she come through here? We're about to find out. And that ball's fouled up way up high right here by us. It's going to hit our wagon. My goodness. Her mother had a chance to catch that fly ball, and it went right over her head. If Coach Pop's watching, he's having flashbacks of Little League with her mom. And that's a story for another day. 2 outs here, runners on second and third. Here's the pitch. Oh, he takes a bus strike high there in the zone. So 1-2 count here with 2 outs. Got to be ready to swing here. Peyton Harper on deck. Here's the pitch. Abra's going to drive that ball. That ball's going to hit off the shortstop's glove. We're going to score another run. That'll score a rooker, and Abra will be safe at first. That'll bring up Peyton Harper, the pitcher. And the coach is going to come out and argue interference here, which he does have a case for interference, but is she safe? No, and she calls her out. There was not even a discussion. Not even a discussion here, and we'll take a 2-0 lead going into the bottom of the first inning right here on your Patriots Sports Network. And we're back here live at Vidalia Heritage. We lead 2-0 going into the bottom of the first inning. There wasn't really a discussion in between here. Let me just tell you, there's some history between these two teams here, and it's not a very good history, and you know what you're getting when you come here. Best thing we can do is score 40 runs, put them away, go on about our business. So that's how you handle things like this. Hopefully we come out. Peyton's pitching. Peyton's done a great job this year. I mean, she's having a heck of a freshman season. Here's the wind, and here's the pitch. First ball is in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes here to Carabello. And let me pull their lineup up. There's a ground ball to Lowry. Lowry's going to backhand it, but it's going to get off her glove in foul territory, and that'll be an E3 or an E5. I'm sorry. Be an E5, and they'll have a runner at first with nobody out here, and they'll bring up Julia Thompson. Lowry with a great backhand, but you're playing on an all-grass infield, and that ball is not going to take true hops, so you've got to attack the ball low and keep your glove through the zone, and they'll figure it out as the game goes on. But there's a strike right down the pipe right by Peyton Harper. You want to keep it really low right here and give this defense ground balls. And you're talking to Coach Corum, as we always do, and he's just so pumped up about his defense this year. And you got sophomore catcher Brylan Waldron, which normally plays center field but has to step into a role and be that guy when she's called on the catch, and she's done a great job as well of catching here. So you got some versatility on defense, and there's a second strike to Thompson. So 1-2 count here for Harper. She's way ahead. And you might see some movement here from Carabello on this next pitch with a 1-2 count. It's always a good count, maybe with 2 strikes is still in. Harper winds, and here's the pitch. Strike him out, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So there's the first strikeout for Peyton Harper, and that'll bring up number 22, Libby Clark. And Carabello reaches on an error. So Harper's still in that no-hitter category here. So Harper winds, and here's the pitch. Ball's hit into right field. It's going to get down. That ball's down for a hit. Giddens gives chase. She's going to get it in quickly, and that ball is going to be overthrown. The Lowry will reach it, and they'll have runners on second and third here with 1 out.
Let's go, Eagles!
And that'll bring up Maddie Reiner.
Let's go, Maddie. Let's keep it going.
Good swing by Libby Clark there. Hit into right field with Giddens giving chase. That'll bring up the lefty Maddie Reiner here. I think she hit leadoff when she come to our place, and now she's in the 4-hole. The runners in scoring position for the Eagles. Here's the pitch. Ball low. 1 ball, no strikes here to Griner. Winds it. Here's the pitch. Fouled way up high. It's going to get off the screen here. It's going to stay in play, and Brylan will try to grab that. So a 1-1 count here with 1 out. Runners on second and third. Peyton got to get out of a jam here. You don't want to give up runs early. So let's see if Peyton can battle here. I'll put my money on number 3. And here's the pitch. That ball's hit up the middle. That ball's going to get through. They're going to score 1. Arabelle will field it. And she'll fire to the plate, and Brylan will grab that, and they'll have runners on the corners with 1 out here. So a 2-1 ball game here, and Reiner with another RBI. That'll bring up C.K. Hamilton. And we'll get the first and third plays from the catcher, and Harper will toe the rubber here. A 2-1 ball game here at Vidalia Heritage early in the first inning. Harper winds, and here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt. C.K. Hamilton, a slapper. So you're looking at a slap on the grass here. It's going to slow down a lot, and it's not going to take extra hops, so you're going to have to play it true and try to get your easiest out right here. She'll wind, and here's the pitch. And that's a slap. And Lowry with a great play, and that's the out at first, but they'll tie the game up. That'll be the second out. We'll have a 2-2 ball game here with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Great play by Lowry to stop that ball in the hole. One thing you're going to know in grass is it's going to bounce, and this is a rowdy crowd. Rowdy, rowdy crowd. That'll bring up Miranda Morgan.
You got this. Come on. Watch the ball. Let's be a hitter.
And here's the pitch from Harper. That's a good pitch, but just a bit high in the umpire's eyes. And here's the pitch from Harper. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1-1 count here to Miranda Morgan. 2-2 ball game here with 2 outs. Harper winds, and here's her pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So a 1-2 count here to Miranda Morgan. It's a 1-2 count here.
Come on, Brandon. We got to swing fast. Quick hands. Choke up, spread out. Barrel to the zone, baby. Choke up, spread out. Let's go. Hit the ball.
And here's the pitch from Harper. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that'll do it. But as we're tied up with 2 here, we'll take a break right here on your Patriot Sports Network. And we're back here live as they go ahead and throw the ball down. That's going to bring up Arabelle Roberts, the speedy center fielder here. Okay, so we're going to have to discuss a story. We'll do that on another day. Maybe we'll interview Abra and let Abra tell the story. But Brandy's getting comments of what happened to her in Little League. I would love to share the story, but I'll let her daughter tell the story live on air. So that's going to be a hot topic coming up. But right now, that'll bring up number 3, the pitcher, Peyton Harper here. And Arabelle Roberts lurking on deck with that great speed. If we can get P Money on right here, and Arabelle's speed and Brylan on deck and in the hole, we're going to have something cooking here. Here's the ball. Here's the pitch, and P Money fouls it back. I call her P Money. Peyton got that nickname last year when she was called on at a very young age and threw a lot of innings and had a lot of success. So that's how she got the nickname P Money. And there's strike 2 called. Peyton back in the box. Here's the pitch. And she jumps on one. That ball's hit in the left field high, and it's overhead. She's going to drop it. Peyton to second. She's going to be up with a stand-up double off the bat of Peyton Harper. And that'll bring up Arabelle Roberts. And Coach Korob's going to call time as he's going to pinch run for his pitcher. And that'll be Macy Rooker. Macy Rooker will come on and run for the pitcher, Peyton Harper. That'll bring up Arabelle Roberts with tremendous speed here. And you've got the top of the lineup here lurking on deck. Arabelle with no outs here, and Macy at second here. Lots of things can happen right here for the Patriots. Neil Lewine, and here's the pitch. And she slaps it down with just a bit foul. It's going to hit off the third base dugout. Arabelle trying her luck with this grass. Things about balls in the grass is it's a little harder to field a ball in the grass than it is in the dirt sometimes, and you want to try to hit it there if you can. Ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Arabelle Roberts. And here's the pitch. Strike called. Only check swing there by Arabelle Roberts. Wasn't sure she should swing that, but hey, 1 ball, 2 strikes here. You got a chance here if you're Arabelle Roberts. Put it in the ground. Let's see what happens here. Here's the pitch. And there it is. She lays it down. Going to be a tough play at first. There's no play at first. She's going to be safe, and Macy will advance to third. We'll have runners on the corners with Brylan Waldron at the plate. You're back to the top, and that's what's so dangerous about Arabelle Roberts. She just pops it down, and with about a 2-5, 2-6 home to first, I mean, that's tough to throw out. And here's the pitch. Brylan and Arabelle will take off, of course, and we'll have runners in scoring position at second and third. And Brylan with a chance to drive in a couple runs here. Ball outside. 2 balls, no strikes here to Waldron. Cadence Cravey on deck and Emmett Gorley lurking in the hole. And Browlin with a hit in the left field. That ball's going to get off her glove. Here comes Macy. Here comes Bell. AB will score, and Browlin with a 2 RBI double. And that'll bring up Cadence Cravey here to add more damage to this score, and we lead 4-2 here in the top of the second inning. Cadence Cravey will come in with a runner at second base here. Here's the pitch. Ball's hit high on the infield. Shortstop's going to go back. She'll drift back, and it's going to get off her glove, and Cadence will be safe on an E6. And that'll bring up Emma Gorley. Gorley with nobody out here. We have runners at first and second. And here's the pitch. That ball's hit high in the right field. It's going to go, and it's going to get foul. Foul ball off the bat of Emma Gorley. And 0-1 count here to Gorley. We lead 4-2 here. Here's the pitch. That ball's hit foul. So an 0-2 count here to Gorley. And Lowry on deck for the Patriots. You happen to load the bases up, and Lowry gets one up in this win, and you can kiss it. Here's the pitch to Gorley. And that ball's low in the dirt. Waldron's going to take off, and she'll advance, and so will Cravey. And we'll have runners at second and third here with 1 ball and 2 strikes to Emma Gorley. Gorley is one of the best 2-strike hitters in this division. Absolutely in this division. That ball is going to hit her. She'll get a free base, and that'll bring up Emmy Lowry with the bases loaded. Nobody out here. Can Lowry drive one right here? Emmy Lou Lowry. You see her, call her Lou, and she'll ask her how she got that nickname. It's a long story. So Lou will step to the plate here. Neil Wines, and here's the pitch. Lowry pops that one up in the left field. That ball is going to be caught. No, she drops it. And they'll get the out at third, but, I mean, you got to freeze there because the ball was popped up in the air. So with 1 out, that scores Waldron. We take a 5-2 lead here, and now bring up Maddie Rooker with 1 out with runners at first and second. You got Lowry at first and Gorley at second, and another error by the left fielder. Neal toes the rubber. She'll wind, and here's the pitch. Maddie Rooker pops that up on the infield. The catcher gives chase, and the umpire calls the infield fly. That'll be out number 2. That'll bring up Gracie Giddens with 2 outs. Gracie steps in the box with 2 outs, runners at first and second here. And here's the pitch to Giddens. Ball high. 1 ball, no strikes. And Neil Wines, here's the pitch. Ball inside, and our runners take off, and that'll be a stolen base for Lowry and a stolen base for Gorley. So Giddens with the runners at second and third here with 2 outs. You're looking for a 2-out swing out of your junior right fielder here. And there it is. That ball's hit in the infield. It's going to drop for a hit. Here comes Lowry. Gorley scores, and Lowry will score, and we'll take a 7-2 lead here in the top of the second inning, and that'll bring up Abra Harris. 7-2 lead here, top of the second inning with 2 outs. Neil Wines, here's the pitch to Harris. Harris with a shot to right field. That ball is going to get down. Gracie's going to wind it. Ball gets by the right fielder. Here goes Abra. Here comes Gracie. Abra with a RBI double off the bat of Abra Harris. And an extra base on the error, so that is a double off the bat of RBI double off the bat of Harris, and an error, and that gives her an extra base. And we take a 8-2 lead here in the top of the second inning. As their coach comes out and talks to his pitcher, his defense, we're going to take a 10-second timeout, and we'll be back here live on your Patriot Sports Network. And we're back here live, and that'll bring up Peyton Harper, P. Money, as their coach is still talking to his pitcher as the defense scatters, trying to find an answer for this Patriot offense. And we lead 9-2 here in the top of the second inning. Peyton comes up to bat, and you got Arabelle lurking on deck here. So if Peyton gets it back to Arabelle, then you roll it back to the top, and this Patriot offense will keep rolling. She winds, and here's the pitch. Ball high. 1 ball, no strikes here to Peyton Harper. 9-2 ball game here. The Patriots lead 9-2 here in the top of the second inning. Peyton into the box here. Winds, and here's the pitch. Ball in. 2 balls, no strikes here to P. Money. Aber with a great job of hitting right there, hitting the ball to the other side of the field. And Peyton will swing and foul that one back off to the screen. 2 balls and 1 strike here with 2 outs. Peyton was still in a good count to hit in here with 2 balls and 1 strike. You're looking for something dead red right here. And she does, but she's going to foul it off of her foot, and it'll get back behind us here. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 9-2 Lady Patriots lead here in Vidalia, Georgia. Neal winds, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and Peyton Harper will strike out. But we'll take a 9-2 lead here going into the bottom of the second. We'll take a break right here on your Patriots Sports Network. And we're back here live at Vidalia Heritage. We lead 9-2 going into the bottom of the second inning. And I got to pull their lineup up here on my phone. And that'll bring up number 7, Allison McLean. And she'll face Peyton Harper here. Harper winds, and here's the pitch. Ball's hit to the second baseman. Cravy's got a bead on it. She'll easily throw it to first for Maddie for out number 1. So 1 out here for this Lady Patriot defense. And then Peyton Harper doing a great job throwing strikes here and letting your defense play behind her. And that'll bring up Emma Neal, the pitcher. And she has a chance to help herself out. And we can talk about the history of these two teams. And there is some bad blood here. Our girls were kicked out of the batting cages, wasn't allowed to hit as we let people use our facilities. They didn't feel so needy to let us use their facilities. And there's strike 2 to Neal. So just a little backstory on today, and then we get here and they canceled the varsity game at 4 and started at 5:30 instead of 4. And as you know, Coach Corbin, he likes to be here early, so our girls come out in a little bit of a funk here in the first inning as they had to wait and watch the middle school play, but that's okay. Here's the pitch. Neal pops it up. Rooker comes in. She'll catch it for out number 2. So 2 outs here for Peyton Harper, And that'll bring up
Next
SG
for
Todd.
Eagles, number 4, Sarah Grace Todd.
That'll bring up Todd. Harper winds, and here's the pitch. Ball low. 1 ball, no strikes here to Todd. And winds, and here's the pitch. Ball's hit to the right side of the field, but it's going to go foul. Maddie Rooker gives chase, but just outreach, and Emma Risch makes a play in the dugout over there. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to SG Todd. Peyton gets her sign. She'll wind, and here's the pitch. And a ball low. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Todd. Good pitch by Peyton Harper there. That ball stayed low in the zone. And that's where you want that pitch. You want them to swing at that ball. That's a guaranteed ground ball if you're this Patriot defense. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here to SG Todd with Carabella, the leadoff hitter, on deck. Two balls, 2 strikes here, 2 out. We lead 9-2 here. Here's the pitch. Ball's fouled out and off the screen here. So she'll fight for another pitch here from Peyton Harper. Peyton with a chance here to get us back in the dugout and score some more runs and add some more damage to the scoreboard. Here's the pitch. Ball low in the dirt. That ball's going to get by Brylan. Out of play there. Peyton runs all the way to get the ball herself. So 3 balls, 2 strikes here to SG Todd with Carabello on deck. And here's the pitch. That ball's hit to the second baseman. Cravey will field it, get rid of it, and she's out, and that'll be out number 3. And as they've changed the score, it's 8-2 now instead of 9-2. I'll double check with our bookkeeper, and we'll take a break right here, and we come back. We'll be live right here on your Patriots Sports Network.
Drinks and sweets. Leading off the top half of the third inning.
We're back here live on your Patriots Sports Network, and that'll bring up Arabelle Roberts, AB. AB has done a heck of a job today. She's reached on base on a slap. See what AB can do right here. Nobody out here. AB to lead off the top half of the third inning here. We lead 8-2. Did get clarification on that. Here's the pitch. Ball high. 1 ball, no strikes here to AB. She'll rock and fire. Here's the pitch. Ball low in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes here to Airbell Roberts. And Brylan Waldron on deck and Cadence Cravey in the hole. We need Roberts' speed on base. And here's the pitch. And there's a foul ball. And it's going to get off the catcher's glove there for a foul ball. So a 2-1 count here for Airbell Roberts. She's back in the box here. Neil winds, and here's the pitch. And there's another foul ball off the bat of Airbell. AB battling here. 2 balls, 2 strikes here with nobody out. And she'll figure it out, as she always does. She'll wind, and here's the pitch. Ball high. 3 balls, 2 strikes here. So a full count to Airbell Roberts here in the top half of the 3rd inning. And it's got in the dirt, but she's got to run. Ball's into the dirt. She's going to be safe there, and the Airbell with great speed to pick it up there, and she'll be safe off the air from the catcher there. So Airbell with great speed on base, and that brings up Brylan Waldron. And I'm pretty sure we know what's coming here. Waldron is more than likely taking here as AB takes off, and she does, and she'll have second base easily, and that'll be a stolen base for Airbell Roberts. And Lil B with an 0-1 count here is a strike right across the plate here. As you've seen Brylan do her footwork, she can slap, she can hit for power or slap. So here's the pitch to her. That ball's high and inside, and if I'm Coach Corum, I'm yelling at 12, wear it, and that's a free base, and speed, more speed on the base pads. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Brylan Waldron. And she'll slap bunt it. That's going to get off the pitcher. She's going to be safe at first, and AB moves to third. And that's the dangerous of 2 slappers back-to-back in this Lady Patriot offense, and that'll bring up Cadence Cravey with nobody out. Brylan at first, Airbell at second. And I assume, and I can assume here that Brylan's going to take off on the pitch here, as we've not seen a throw from the catcher. Here's the pitch. And she does. That gets by her. AB's coming in. AB will score, and Brylan will be safe at second with a stolen base. As you look at the dangers of having that speed back-to-back in this lineup, that's a 9-2 ball game here in the top half of the 3rd inning. And here's the pitch to Cadence. That ball's high. Waldron with a good secondary. May try third here. You never know what Coach Giddens has got up his sleeve over there at third base. And here's the pitch. And that's a shot off the bat of Cravey. It'll get into left field. Brylan will come in. She'll score. And here's the throw, and Cadence will take an extra base at second. Now she's headed to third, and she'll be stand up at third with an RBI single off the bat of Cadence Cravey. And that'll bring up Emma Gorley. And as their coach will come out, we'll take a 10-2 lead here. And their coach, I may assume, will be making a pitching change here. And as he comes out, he'll get the ball. He's going to hand it off, and we'll take a break right here on your Patriots Sports Network. And that'll bring up number
Now
22,
batting number 5.
Libby
Emma
Clark, to pitch
Gorley.
for the Lady Eagles. And you've got Cadence at third and Gorley to the plate here with no outs. We lead 10-2 here. Here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes to Emma Gorley. Gorley back into the box here. Clark winds, and here's the pitch. Gorley, that's a hit in the center field. That'll drop. That'll score Cravey. And Gorley with an RBI single, and that'll bring up the dangerous Emmy Lowry. Emmy Lowry comes in to the box here, nobody out, and Gorley at first. 11-2 Patriots here in the top of the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss for strike 1, and Gorley got a good secondary there. I thought she might have took off there, but she didn't. She'll stay at first, and Lowry swinging there. Here's the pitch, and Gorley does take off. She'll be safe at second on a wild throw.
Now up for the Patriots.
So it'll be a 1-1 count here for Emmy Lowry. Lowry back into the box here. Gorley at second, nobody out here. And here's the pitch. Strike called right down the middle. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Emmy Lowry. Emmy didn't like that. It's kind of it was low, but I like a low pitch, especially because I was a pitcher, and I do like to get that low call, knee-high call. So here's the pitch, and Lowry's going to poke that into center field, and it's going to be caught by the left fielder. She comes all the way to center field and makes that catch for out number 1, and that'll bring up Maddie Rooker. Lowry makes her first out in a decade here.
Number 14, Maddie.
1 out here, Gorley at second, Maddie Rooker to the plate. And here's the pitch. Well, high, Gorley halfway to third and stays at second on her secondary. Gorley's like, please throw behind me here. Rooker swings a good bat as well. She hits the ball very, very well. And here's the 1-0 pitch to Maddie. Gorley's halfway to third again, and that's a strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike here. (11-2) Patriots here in the top of the 3rd inning. Winds, and here's the pitch. Ball's in the dirt, and there and Gorley takes off. She's safe at third. And Maddie Rooker with a chance here with 3 balls and 1 strike here to do some more damage. And you've got Peyton Harper on deck, I think. Who's on deck? No, Gracie's on deck. Excuse me, Gracie, then Peyton. 3 balls, 1 strike here to Maddie Rooker. And you walk Maddie here, and then you bring up that corner situation here for the Lady Patriot offense. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That ball's low in the dirt. Oh, no, and he's going to call that a strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Maddie Rooker. Winds, and here's the pitch. And that ball's hit in the left field. That'll score Gorley. And Maddie Rooker with an RBI single. And we'll take that extra strike call. And we lead 12-2 here in the top of the 3rd inning. And that'll bring up Gracie Giddens. 1 out here, Maddie Rooker at first, and Gracie to the plate here. Pitcher winds, and here it is. Gracie pops that up to the 3rd baseman. There she's going to give chase, but it's going to get off of her glove, foul. So Gracie with an extra chance here to do some damage here. That's one of them pop-ups where you're praying, please, God, don't catch us. Please, God, don't catch us. I didn't mean to swing at that, and Gracie gets a second chance here. 0-1 count here to Giddens with 1 out. and a foul ball for Giddens. So an 0-2 count here to Gracie with 1 out. Abra Harris on deck. Pitcher winds, and here's the pitch. Fouled away. A long foul ball there off the bat of Gracie Giddens. That ball is going to carry all the way to out of play area. An 0-2 count here with 1 out. Gracie fighting here. Clark winds. Here's the pitch. That ball's fouled off again. Gracie way ahead of this. Got to sit back and drive it and look middle away here and hit gaps to gaps right here. We need a gap shot by our junior here. Clark winds, and here's the pitch. Fouled off. Catch off the net, but the net is out of play, so that doesn't work. I think they should change that rule. That's one rule, and if you catch it off the net and it's a good catch, I say it's an out. But anyways, that's just me. 0-2 count here with 1 out. 12-2 lead here for the Patriots. And here's the pitch to Giddens. She'll hit it down the third base line. That'll hit the bag. That'll be fair. Maddie to third. Giddens to second. Here comes Maddie. Maddie's going to score. Here comes Gracie. Gracie's headed to home. There's the throw, and Gracie Giddens with an inside the park home run. Great job by Gracie Giddens, and we'll take a 14-2 lead right here in the top of the third inning, and that'll bring up junior outfielder Abra Harris. Abra with a hot shot past the second base, her last at bat. Looking for a big swing out of 7 here. They call her Abra Harris. That's not her name. Her name is Abra. Abra steps in the box here with 1 out. Here's the pitch to her, and that ball's in the dirt. Abra leads the team in hit by pitch this year. Fun fact, fun stat. She is the hit by pitch leader so far. We lead 14-2 here in the top of the third inning. Clark winds, and here's the pitch. Giddens hits Abra with a hot shot up the middle. That'll get past the shortstop for another hit for Abra Harris. Big swing by 7 there, and that'll bring up P-Money, Peyton Harper. Lish gets on with another single, and Peyton Harper here to help herself out right here. We take a 14-2 lead here. Peyton will step into the box to face Clark here. And Coach Corb's trying to end this game in the third inning. 1 out. Here's the pitch to P-Money. That ball hits Peyton, and I think we might have a race to see who gets hit the most this year between Peyton and Abra. And Peyton will Coach Corb will call times, and Macy Rooker is going to come out and run for Peyton here. Let's see if Peyton's all right. She was a little shaken up there. I think it hit her on her funny bone or either on her hip one, and maybe get hit on the hit her in the ribs. Okay. Well, that stings a little bit, but she'll be ready to go here. She'll put her mask on, get ready to pitch here. That'll fire you right up. That'll bring up AB right here with 1 out with the runners at first and second. AB's got to be real careful here to get it down the third base line. Abra at second, Macy at first, AB to the plate here. 14-2 lead here for the Patriots. Here's the pitch. And that's a popped up, but it's going to be foul off the screen. So foul ball for AB here.
Arabelle Roberts.
AB with an 0-1 count here. Arabelle 0-1 count here, 1 out. Macy at first, Abra at second. Here's the pitch from Clark. Ball's over her head. Abra takes off, so does Macy. And we'll have runners in scoring position with 1 out here, and a good spot for Arabelle to hit in right here. With runners at second and third, AB could do some damage right here. And Brylan Waldron lurking on deck with Cadence Cravey in the hole. Clark winds, and here's the pitch. That ball's high, but Arabelle swings at it for strike number 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Arabelle with 1 out. AB 1-2 count here with 1 out. Here's a pitch from Clark, and AB fouls it off. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here for AB. A little talk here from the pitcher. One ball, 2 strikes here to Airbell Roberts. Clark winds, and here's the pitch. Another foul ball for Airbell. Clark with a little heat on that one. I think she kind of got mad earlier here with a little language. She's a little angry out there. Had a pretty rowdy crowd earlier, and that crowd's kind of quieting down just a little bit as we take a 14-2 lead here. And here's the pitch to AB. And AB gets it down. That's a beauty. And Abra takes off, and she's going to be out at the plate. But and AB will be safe at second, but that'll be the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up Brylan Waldron with 2 outs here. Trying to sneak a run in there. You got to see a throw and then run. Abra being very aggressive there. As their coach is going to come out here and argue that our player intentionally hit her. I think Coach Corum's at the dugout waiting for this one. But you cannot block the plate if you're the catcher. You have to give runners access to the base pad. That is a rule, and he loses that argument. The base runner has to have a path to the base. That'll bring up number 12, Brylan Waldron here with 2 outs. We have runners on second and third as well. Macy at third and Airbell at second here. 2 outs, 14-2 lead here for the Lady Patriots. And a strike right down Broadway. Brylan into the box here, 0-1 count here with 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and Brylan hits that ball in the left field. That ball's spinning. It's going to get down for a hit. That's going to score Macy. That's going to score Arabelle, and Brylan with a 2 RBI double here with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Cadence Cravey as we take a 16-2 lead here in the top of the 3rd inning.
Number 20, Cadence Cravey.
Cadence Cravey will come out here with Brylan at second, and Cadence to the plate with great speed. Here's to add another run to this Patriot lead here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for Cadence, and Brylan will stay put there. You got to be careful here. Brylan could delayed steal here, and she'll take third base. And here's the pitch. Cadence fouls that one off. So an 0-2 count here to Cravey with 2 outs. We call her C Money. So you got P Money, C Money, all on the same squad here. Lots of money there. And here she winds, and here's the pitch, and Cadence fights that off. She'll remain 0-2 count here with 2 outs. Cravey with an 0-2 count here with 2 outs. Clark winds, and here's the pitch. That ball's low. It's going to get by the catcher, and Brylan's going to take off, and she'll have third easily. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Cravey, and Cravey with another opportunity to drive in another run. And you got the dangerous Emma Gorley on deck circle. We lead 16-2 here in the top of the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch. Ball's in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to C Money. I have had the privilege of coaching Cadence and Brylan on the same travel ball team for several years, and we've had some really good times, and we're just glad to have Cadence here. Here's the pitch. That ball's high. 3 balls, 2 strikes here with 2 outs. Cadence Cravey to the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We lead 16-2 here in the top of the 3rd inning, and Gorley on deck. Here's the pitch. And that ball's outside for ball 4, and Cadence Cravey will take a close pitch there We have runners on the corners with Gorley to the plate.
Number 5, Emma Corley.
Two outs here, Gorley to the plate. Cravey at first, Browland at second. Here's the pitch. And there's a shot into left field. Gorley, that's going to score Browland. Here comes Cadence. Gorley's headed to second. She's headed to third. And that'll be a two-run triple off the bat of number 5, Emma Gorley, and we'll take a 18-2 lead here in the top of the third inning. And as their coach comes out to the mound to talk to his pitcher, Lowry comes to the plate. We'll take a break here right on your Patriots Sports Network. And we're back here live. They'll bring in Reiner to pitch here. She was playing first base. Let me pull their lineup back up here. I'll bring up Maddie Reiner to pitch. She'll face Lowry here. Lowry takes a strike right across the middle. Here's the pitch from Reiner, and that ball's in the dirt. Gorley takes off, and she'll steal home. We'll take a 19-2 lead here in the top of the third inning. Lowry with 2 outs here, 1 ball, 1 strike here. Ball high, 2 balls, 1 strike. Emmy Lowry. And Reiner winds. Here's a pitch. Lowry's a little bit behind that ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Two balls, 2 strikes here, 2 outs. We lead 19-2 here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And that'll end the third inning. We'll take a 19-2 lead here going into the bottom of the third. We'll take a break right here on your Patriots Sports Network. And we're back here live at Vidalia Heritage. We got some defensive changes for the Patriots. Macy Rooker comes in to play second. Looks like Cortland Bennett in left. Cadence goes to center. Emma Carr in right. And Maddie Lewis behind the plate here, with the leadoff hitter, Carabello up. 19-2 ball game here. 3 outs, and this game is over with. Peyton with a 19-2 lead here. Here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Good job by Maddie Lewis back there to block that ball up. Winds, and here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike one. Peyton Harper, 1-1 count here. Here's the pitch. That ball's fouled back out of play, and Maddie Lewis gives chase, but it's way out of play. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here
Foul balls to the dugouts. Thank you.
to Carabello. (19-2) lead here for the Patriots. Harper on the mound with a commanding lead. 1-2 count here. Here's the pitch. And strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out as Carabello goes down
Now
looking.
batting for your Eagles, number 8, Julia Thompson.
That'll bring up Julia Thompson for the Eagles here. 19-2 ball game. Here's a pitch to Thompson, and she swings and a miss for strike 1. And Clark on deck. Here's the pitch. That ball's hit at Peyton off for a glove. Macy's got to give chase to it. And she'll be safe. Thompson will be safe at first. They have a base runner on first here with 1 out, and that'll bring up Clark.
Now up for your Eagles, number 22, Libby Clark.
I'll bring up Libby Clark. Harper tried to field that ball. Ball hit off her glove. Macy had to give chase to it. They have a base runner on first, and Clark to the plate. Strike 1 to Clark. Clark steps into the box here. Harper winds in the pitch. That ball's hit to the shortstop, Gorley. Gorley's going to field it, go to Macy for 1. Macy drops it. The runner takes off to third. She's going to be safe there. And Clark's walking down the line here, and they'll have runners on the corners with 1 out. And that'll bring up Maddie Reiner.
Eagles, number 9, Maddie Reiner.
That'll bring up Maddie Reiner here with 1 out, runners on the corners for this Lady Eagles team. Peyton winds. Here's the pitch. That ball's hit high in the left field. Cortland's got to go chase to it. She's going to catch it for out number 1. They'll score a run, and an RBI sacrifice fly for Maddie Reiner. But 2 outs. Patriots lead 19-3. And Hamilton
now
to the
for
plate.
your Eagles, number 27, C.K. Hamilton.
And that'll bring up C.K. Hamilton with 2 outs here, and Clark still at first. And here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Peyton Harper, 1-0 count here with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 1. C.K. Hamilton, 1-1 count here to her with 2 outs. 19-3 ball game here. Peyton winds. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to C.K. Hamilton. P-Money way ahead here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and that ball's hit to the second baseman, Rooker. She's going to miss it. Sun got in her eyes, I believe, and they'll have runners at first and second here with 2 outs. So Hamilton gets on base with a hit there.
Number 18, Miranda Morgan.
That'll bring up number 18, Miranda Morgan. Morgan to the plate here with 2 outs, runners at first and second here. Here's the pitch. Strike right down Broadway. Good pitch by Peyton Harper there. P-Money, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Oh-2 count here to Morgan. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That ball's fouled to Peyton. Peyton's going to grab it. She'll fire to first, and that'll be out number 3, and that'll be your ball game here. Patriots with another region win here at Vidalia Heritage. We'll win this game 19-3. We'll be live for your post-game coverage right here on your Patriots Sports Network.